All right, we're back again doing another New England Patriots 2024 NFL Draft Target video. Today, we get to talk about my favorite athlete in the entire 2024 NFL Draft class. It is Iowa's Cooper DeJean. He is 6'1", 210 pounds, standout defensive back who brings in a rare combination of mass, density, and length to the secondary. DeJean transitioned from safety to become an All-American corner in 2022. But he could play either at the NFL level thanks to his impressive stat line and tape from both positions. This is why he is my favorite player in the entire draft class. He's arguably one of the best perimeter corners in the class. He is the best free safety in the class, and has plenty of experience in the slot, the box, and has the stats to back it up. Essentially, Cooper's like 2 or 3 first-round picks. Cooper's explosive playmaking abilities are fueled by his impressive initial burst, fleet-footed movement, and exceptional recovery athleticism. DeJean's strengths include a smooth backpedal, fluid corrective feel, and versatility in playing both the slot and boundary positions. With disciplined technique, he exhibits quick processing of attack angles, strong route identification skills, and ability to catch passes away from his body frame. Moreover, DeJean excels in run support, showcasing strength, and he has a knack for shedding blocks effectively. This is a testament to his athletic profile, which is one of the best I've seen in a long time. In terms of speed and explosion, in high school, DeJean long jumped 23 feet 7.5 inches, and the 100 meters 11.16 seconds. And that shows up on the field. I mean, looking at his play speed, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get close to the 4.3s for his 40. Now, not everything's perfect. There are some downside risks. I think the big thing is kind of fluidity and probably more about hip mobility. He does compensate with exceptional corrective athleticism, and he's disciplined. He's got the foot speed too, so he does make up for it. But there is room for improvement in terms of his hip mobility and just being a fluid athlete. He's not perfect, but keep in mind, I am nitpicking here. Now, why would the Patriots actually want DeJean? Well, he's well suited for man, zone, almost all off-man schemes. He's explosive. He has great space management skills, and his reaction time makes him a valuable asset who can be anywhere in the field in the blink of an eye. I know the Patriots defense is obviously elite, right? It's one of the best in the league, and it's stacked. But you have to consider the upcoming free agent class and the need for another multi-tool defensive player that can handle McCourty's deep safety role that hasn't been filled, or possibly help out in the box if Duggar walks this offseason. We already lost Jack Jones, and we kind of want Jonathan Jones to go back into the slot and also help at the safety role. So DeJean can take the perimeter CB2 spot. Mills is also a free agent. Miles Bryant. Peppers and Phillips would be up in 2025. So instead of trying to get 2 or 3 guys for the secondary over the next couple years, DeJean's versatility will allow him to contribute from various positions, including the boundary, the slot, or the deep free safety. Yet, he could be also challenging Gonzo as the CB1. Yes, he is that good. Indeed, I know the Patriots need offensive help in this draft class, especially at quarterback, offensive tackle, wide receiver, which are all high priority, and the best ones are taken early in the draft. And there's also threats to losing some tight ends. Yes, but the corner and safety class is like a dumbbell this year. Solid at the top, and then it gets a little barren in the middle rounds, and then some solid development guys in the late rounds or even UDFA. The problem really is the 2025 class is looking to be the same. So if you have a chance to get a solid defensive back you like, you might have to take him because there might not be a lot of great opportunities to grab one later on or next year. Another point to consider here is that the primary cover corner, or CB1, is second only to QB for draft position value, which considers the position's impact on the game, the value of the contracts, and their ability to be impactful during their rookie contract. So what do I mean by that? A cornerback is one of the most impactful positions on the field. It is also one of the more expensive contracts for top talents, so you want to get those players on rookie contracts. Then, cornerbacks are one of the best positions to draft if you want to take a player who's going to be impact early in their career or on their rookie contract. So you want to draft them. Moreover, you need plenty of depth at the position considering the state of the NFL game. Again, not only is DeJean a top corner, but he can play anywhere in the secondary, thus making him one of the most valuable players to potentially enter the draft. I stress to you, we need to get another corner and we need another safety. I would rather draft one guy for the secondary this year rather than drafting 2 or possibly 3. DeJean can be the one. So drafting that one guy would allow you to probably pick up 1 or 2 other, or possibly address another concern on defense.
Did I mention he's a stud punt returner? So, corner, safety, and punt returner.
Now, when would the Patriots target him? In terms of draft projection, DeJean is positioned as a top 25 prospect, and it's potential to be one of the top D-backs in the class. However, he is going into the pre-draft process with a lower leg injury. It looks to be an ankle, which might impact his bowl or combine prep. So he might drift out of the first and into the Patriots' lap early in the second. Yes, I know we would be looking for a QB, an offensive tackle, or a wide receiver in the first and second rounds. But the wide receiver class is fairly deep this year, and the offensive tackle class is also deep. So we could possibly pull off a QB in the first, and then maybe go after DeJean in the second. This could be the strategy if the Patriots actually make some moves in free agency at the wide receiver position with maybe Mike Evans or maybe Pittman, T. Higgins. There's also a few other guys. Or maybe Bourne comes back and he's looking good. Maybe the Patriots target Jonah Williams for left or right tackle. Maybe Trent Brown stays. Onwenu actually looks good at right tackle, so maybe he stays. Unfortunately, the safety and corner free agent class is not incredibly deep. Jalen Johnson from Chicago is a young stud. He would be pretty good. Maybe Kenny Moore from Indy. But that's about it. So if they're looking to address the secondary, you might have to do it through the draft. So see what I'm saying? If you're going to get an elite versatile defensive back on the roster for the next couple years, DeJean is one of a handful of options between both the draft and free agency. But we can find plenty of wide receivers and tackles in the draft this year. Yes, we need to focus on the offensive side of the ball. Again, I am conceding to that. I'm well aware. Trust me. But you also have to have a big picture outlook to building the team and recognize when it's time to call the name in, because you can really get burnt in the coming years being stuck with a bad contract free agents or just hoping you can quickly develop a rough talent. Actually, when you think about it, a great example for this is the offensive tackle position for the Patriots, which for years was a solid position. But we failed to take some solid talent and have a replacement, and we've been in this rut of weak tackle classes in the draft and in free agency. Luckily, the draft is stacked with them this year, but we have paid with several years of a beat-up offensive line, and it has hurt the team. I don't want that to happen in the secondary. Even with Bill's ability to develop defensive players, especially in the secondary, the defense cannot afford to have glaring issues in it. Think about it. Again, corners are the second most impactful position on your team. And if you don't believe me, think about it. When a corner's having a bad day, the opposition offense is just going to target that player over and over and over again. We've seen it happen against us. Even when the offense and the rest of the defense is having a good game, it just seems to be that one guy who gets picked on, and the receiver he's matched up with gets 150 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. It doesn't matter how well the rest of the team does. That one negative player is the reason why you lose. You have to address it, and it can never be a hole on your team. So therefore, if DeJean drops out of the first, I think the Patriots should consider him with their second round pick to finally fill in the safety concerns and possibly take a perimeter corner position. 2 first-round picks and 1 guy. Next, I need to point out a big note. We don't know if Cooper's coming out for the draft. His ankle injury might entice him to return to Iowa for 1 more year. It is something we need to keep an eye on as we move closer to the end of the college football season and the NFL draft. So there you have it, Cooper DeJean. Let me know what you guys think about him. Should the Patriots target him? If so, where should they draft him? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.